Word. YouTube be on some shit.
Should have went to the YouTube and on my other phone. That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we live from there. We about to go on now.
Man, we appreciate you, Ken.
Yes, yes.
Sorry. Yeah, stop playing. It's your man, Big Veg, Coach D.
Yes,
you know what time it
sir.
is. CODE31 Media.
Welcome in, welcome in.
Shout out everybody coming in.
Yes.
If you don't know, we don't know who you are, but you are who you are.
Yes.
We appreciate you for tuning in.
Appreciate you for
You know what I'm
tuning in.
saying? Make sure you stay tuned.
Yes.
So
And go.
serious.
And we live on S.STREET Media
YouTube.
on YouTube.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
y'all go and see it live on
Go
YouTube.
check that. Word up. Word
You know
up.
what I'm saying?
You either
You
here,
get
there,
the views up on that YouTube.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. The numbers.
So
Either
go
here,
to
there.
S.STREET Media. See, this is why I don't be coming on Instagram, cause y'all be see. Nah, we ain't doing that.
Yeah, that's right. Let it go.
Let's let it go. We letting it go.
Let it go. Let it go. Let's go. No distractions.
No distractions. Let me go. Let's see. Let me go on my YouTube. No, not to go on this page because he's live on S.STREET Media. I should go live on and see how it comes out. Media.
We go.
I'm gonna go live on mine too.
You might want to lower that. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you on mute.
Oh, so it was gonna be like, cat's gonna see me do.
Nah, I got you on mute.
I already know how it go. It's all good.
All right, we starting, y'all.
Let's do it. Let's make it happen, Captain.
Morning sign is up.
Yep.
No, pardon me, I gotta stop for a second. My bad.
It's okay.
My bad.
We ain't want to meet you.
1 minute.
No pressure. No pressure.
One minute.
Actually, guys, I'm going live on my YouTube channel, CODE31 Media Interviews.
Tap
So
in.
y'all come tap in.
Tap in.
Two seconds. Got it. I'm going to move that fan back a little bit because I got to have it strong in it. So I'm still keep it on yours. Okay, be ready.
Oh, shoot. Sorry about that. Be careful, please.
It's okay. All right, we good. All good.
All right, y'all. We are live on YouTube.
Yeah.
So y'all tune in. That's Street Media.
Yeah.
Ready? Got the countdown. I remember that.
Remember that, yo?
Yeah, I remember the countdown.
That's what's up.
What's up, baby?
I'm here, baby. I'm here, baby. What up? What up? What up? We here. CODE31.
Look, reconnecting. See?
Oh, it's
They
Instagram.
don't want me to. Nope, YouTube.
Oh, no. Wi-Fi be kind of weird.
They don't want me to be great.
But you are great, man. It's all good. We on S.STREET Media. You know what I'm saying? We
Yo.
good. Oh,
We're starting.
yep.
We're on a warning sign.
Yep.
S.STREET Media sign is up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The lights.
Mm-mm. Now we can see. Veg.
Oh, what up? We here. You know what time it is, you man. Big Veg. You know what time it is. CODE31 Media. Big Veg. Something serious. Whow. Ain't nobody stopping the code. Yo.
Not at all.
All right, we're going again.
Let's go, man. Yeah.
All right, we starting.
Uh-huh.
Warning sign is up.
There you go.
S.STREET Media sign is up.
There you go. I'm on YouTube.
Hey, you sponsored by these months? We're going to Coach D from CODE31 Media TV podcast. I want to say thank you, Lord, for another day. You know, I never take that for granted. It has been a whole month that I have not been here, and I thank God. I had my knee surgery March 20th. I took off April. Now I'm back May, and it's only come back and bring a very special guest.
Special.
Okay?
Special.
And that very special guest is
And Big Veg, you know what time it is. We here, baby. Something serious. We here, baby.
And before I get started, I want to say a special shout out to Keith Perrin from FUBU for
Food
being the official sponsor of tonight's show.
for you by us.
With the exclusive FUBU throwback jersey. So thank you, Keith. I also want to thank my sponsor of the month for sponsoring CODE31 Media TV podcast. It's an anonymous sponsor that bought a lot of the
Hey,
magazines.
cut.
No, taking out the microphone.
Oh.
No, what's the cut?
Oh.
What happened?
No,
Don't
I
touch
wasn't
the
saying.
mic.
No, I wasn't saying cut. You don't gotta hold the mic.
Oh.
You holding the mic.
It's the rumbling, right?
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that, man.
Going on TV.
Yeah. Understand the technical sides of this is very important. Shout out to our brother Matt, making sure we sounding right.
Phone trying to get used to it.
Right. We looking right, making sure everything's good. Shout out to Matt. Waterama's in the building. You better stop playing. Queens get the money though.
Oh, they everything.
Queens get the money though. Yes. Something serious, man. Oh, Steve, what's up, man?
You know, yeah. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Y'all go cop these magazines on madcloud.com.
Tell them.
Got the TikTok edition.
TikTok.
Nikki and Hot Granny on it.
Uh-huh.
Hot Granny is my official sponsor of the podcast and the magazine.
Right.
And we got part 2 coming for the TikTok edition.
You ready? Let's do it. Tune in with me for a sec, y'all. We're way behind, so I need to tune in with me for a sec.
Okay. Mom, what's up, man?
Everything huge.
That's what's up.
Celebrating.
We start. We on morning sign. When the sign is up,
Yeah. Are we starting over?
yes.
Okay, got it.
When the sign is up, S.STREET Media sign is up.
Game time.
Remember the hand clap is when you start.
Yep. Don't touch the mic. Yeah.
I've been doing this is Coach D from CODE allowed me to come back after having knee surgery March 20. Took off April, back here in May, and it's only right that we come back with a banger. But before I introduce my special guest, I gotta shout out Keith Perrin, my official sponsor, FUBU, for this amazing throwback jersey that he blessed me with, and the hoodie as well. And I also want to shout out my sponsors, Hot Green, and my anonymous hot, sponsor of the magazine. Without them, it would not be possible this month. So shout out to y'all. But I want to introduce my guest. Introduce yourself, young man.
You know what time it is, Jermaine Big Veg. You know what time it is. We hit something serious.
Something serious. So,
Stop
Big
playing.
Veg, my first question to you is, when did you fall in love with doing media?
That actually came a little later. I want to say maybe like 2012, because I actually ran like a radio show, so I know what math is going to do right now. So respect the engineer. That's what I'm saying, bro. I relate. You know what I'm saying? But before that, I ran a recording studio. Like my career spans at least 20 plus years in these games.
Wow.
First coming in as a sound engineer, doing that for about 16 years, and in the middle of that, I started my radio show, and then I started shooting. I learned how to shoot, self-taught. But to answer your question, 2012.
All right, so before media, like when you were a child growing up, what was your dreams of a professional career?
I mean, at first I wanted to be a teacher because I always like to teach people, put people onto game. But then that quickly changed, and then because I started getting into music. I mean, I've been listening to music since young. I mean, I came from the 90s.
Okay.
As you can see.
Okay. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? The flavor
Yes.
is stuff serious,
Yes.
right? But to answer your question, at first it was a teacher, but then it changed. I fell in love with actually making the music,
Okay.
becoming a sound engineer,
Okay.
and that kind of started. That was like my start,
And who gave you like the biggest opportunity when you first got in the game?
Well, me and my boy Jonathan Jay, we both shout out to him. He actually runs a restaurant, Good Roots and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually rocking with. Me and him started a studio together, and he kind of got me into it. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I just fell into it, and then I just fell in love with sound engineering. At first I tried to produce, but respectfully, you have to be somewhat of a weirdo to be a producer. And I say that respectfully. Don't put them in the comments. Nothing, you know what I'm saying? but you have to have like this. You have to have a groovy, creative mind to be a producer. You know what I'm saying? So I tried producing, but then I just fell in love with just sounding, recording, mixing, and creating and altering sound. And but yeah, my man Jay, me and him ran the studio. So
and so, what gives you your eclectic style, like independence?
Well, it's, first of all, this represents me, and I'm, like I told you earlier, I'm in my 90s. I'm coming from the golden era, an era I could say is one of the, if not the best, one of the best eras in hip hop. We on the 50th year of hip hop.
Yes.
So that era should be celebrated very much so. That and the early 2000s.
Yes.
But to answer your question, I mean the medallions. I mean in the 90s, especially the African minute.
Yes.
Everybody would it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do the right thing. Love
Yes.
hate. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I was a big fan of the golden era and what came out of it. And then on another note, nowadays aren't really rocking these. Like,
Right.
Either they're rocking, fake chains or,
Right.
or whatever, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and these are I feel like People know me when they see these,
Mm-hmm.
and if they don't, they want to get to know me because if I step into a room, I'm the alien.
Right.
I'm wearing baggy jeans. I'm wearing I'm not wearing my fedora today because
Right.
I'm not working.
Right.
Usually I have my fedora
Right.
on, my Prince fedora, right?
Right.
Today I got the Kango, you know.
Right.
I'm getting names. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but yeah, you know, I'm just myself, and you know, this is part of my style that makes me stand out. I walk in the room like, oh, yo,
Right.
those chains are cool, like you know, like I'm walking down the street, our homie be like, yo, especially if I'm in Harlem,
Okay.
yo, bro,
Yeah.
peace, king.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? You know,
So, and what other things do you use to make you stand out when you go into these different events?
I feel like my energy. I'm a very energetic type of brother, and I always try to bring positive energy to any type of situation. Like I feel like, and today's a perfect example because before this interview, I ran into a lot of people, and it's always smiles and yo, Veg is here, like the energy stuff. Like I have a great rapport with people.
Mm-hmm.
Like 4 out of 5 people will bring me up in a good light.
Okay.
Then the 5th won't be the hate.
Okay, but why? Because there's nothing about you for them.
No, because if you have no haters, you ain't popping.
Woo.
I hate when they say that.
Wait, hold on. Respectfully. I'm humble.
Yeah.
But you know,
Right.
but that's what it is. Like
Yeah,
I'm
but
just,
that irks my nerves when people say that
Oh,
because
really?
it's like I don't want no haters. Like I don't want to be popping
I hear you.
because I that's just
Well,
not.
I'm saying, okay, let me rephrase that. You're not being talked about.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? You're not being talked about because everybody talks about CODE31,
Yeah,
right?
they do.
Magazines,
Yeah.
shows,
It's
interviews. Every time, I'm giving you flowers. Every time you got a new interview out, the mayor, Fat
Yeah.
Joe, the list goes on.
Yes.
You're being talked
Yeah.
about,
Yeah.
good or bad. It's
Yeah.
publicity, right?
Yeah.
But with me, I'm just a good person. So
You are.
like I said,
And so how do you handle the hate? Because they shouldn't even be hating on you.
No, they shouldn't. But
Oh my God.
I turn the hate into fuel. I use the hate to keep me pushing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I make them want to hate me more.
That's
or if they don't, or I turn them into believers.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Veg is too much of a good brother. I can't hate on him anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what? I F with Veg. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's how that goes. So shout out to the haters, shout out to the lovers.
Shout out to everybody.
Shout out to everybody.
I mean, because the haters really do love you because if they're going to invest all that time
Right.
into buying all these magazines, they not even realize that they was my official sponsor of my podcast.
Or
shout out to them. You
or,
bought like 5 books, so you just became my official sponsor of my podcasting and didn't even know it. So shout out to you.
Or pressing play on video or you know whatever or commenting.
Shout out to you.
Regardless, they're watching.
So what? So if somebody wants to come into the business and do what you do, what's the pros and cons that you can give them?
Are we gonna go there?
Yeah, we going there. Inquiring minds want to know.
All right, so let's start with the pros, right?
Okay.
I mean, the best pro about the situation is the networking.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna meet a lot of individuals that do what you do, or do other things that you would favor.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You get to travel, you get to go around places, you get to, you know, like, you know, your creative mind is good, right?
Yes.
You learn new things every day.
Yes.
I'm a camera operator. I learn a new thing every day. Yeah, you know, and then of course you get a chance to get some money.
Okay.
You know, I have a to live off of what I love doing.
Okay.
A lot of people can't do that.
That's a fact.
They make money and they're miserable. They don't, and they're happy.
Mm-hmm.
I have a chance to make money. Pro, you know, you get to a level where you're consistent and the grind. Everything being so saturated, right? So let's talk about content. We just talked about the hate. You know, media, you're coming to the game, like, you know, people look at you weird because your followers aren't up. Just touching off air. They don't talk about who, you know who you are. But, you know, you depending on how popular.
It's not even about talent anymore.
People don't do their research. It's like it's not a research thing. It's people take your Instagram, your followers.
That's it. I know somebody with 200 followers on Instagram, and you'll go like that. Their followers are low. But if you go on their phone, they have everybody in the industry in their phone. So you probably just messed up an opportunity to work with that person because you're so worried about followers that can be easily bought. But being real can't be bought.
Right. That's right. The outcome, but the struggle.
Yes.
Like, climbing up the ladder. Like, being a media correspondent.
Yes.
Isn't easy, especially as a female.
Yes.
You have to deal with people, deal with certain situations. You get pushed to certain points where you don't want to do it because of certain situations and whatnot. And even as somebody like me, like being a nice person, you're taking advantage of because of being kind.
Yes.
I'm a guy that always gives.
Mm-hmm.
And even my grandmother, shout out to my grandmother Veg.
Yes, shout out to grandma.
Yeah, she tells me you can't be given too much.
Right.
But it's just my common nature to always show love. I was raised like that, to show love, you know what I mean?
Has been told no, or people purposely try to sabotage their, covering certain events because they know their light shines brighter than the demon inside of them.
I mean, we going there?
Here we are.
Okay. I mean, there's always a way in. And by that, I mean, if you're being blocked from getting into an event, if you're being blocked from interviewing somebody because of your status or quote unquote, you don't have that many followers, like hard work, saying and people are gonna respect like your consistency. People are gonna respect your rapport. People, once again, I'm brought up in a good light 99% of the time. You're gonna hear good things. Vetch, he knows what he's doing. Vetch, he's a good guy. Vetch, with that brother.
Right.
He will take care of you. He will go all out. He will go all the way through. You know what I'm saying? So
what about the people that are consistent like yourself and good, but they get blackballed or they get lied on?
Yeah. It's an unfortunate shady industry where business, if you have a lot of people talking bad on you, you kind of have to alter that. You have to put in the work where if people are saying it, it has to match what you're doing. If that makes sense, right? It just has to match that. You can't just be talked bad on and you're doing good.
Right.
There has to be a match. I mean, don't get twisted. People hate. But your consistency on what you're doing, it's gonna shine better. People gonna see the good in you.
So you say your career spans over 20 years. Right. Have you had a moment? Have you had several moments where you met somebody that you was like, oh my God, I can't believe I met them and I interviewed? So
when I interviewed unexpectedly Rakim.
Nice.
It's crazy. It's happened so randomly. Big shout out to my executive producer David Mail.
Shout out Music Monday.
Yes, that's the band I represent. We were at an award show where a lot of icons were getting honored, from the Breakfast Club to Big Daddy Kane to so many dope people. And it's funny because when we got to the event, my executive producer told me to set up cameras, mics, and all that stuff. I'm like, all right, cool. He said, yo, Veg, I'll be right back. So he goes away for 5 minutes. I'm setting up stuff. He's like, yo, Veg, grab the camera and come with me right now. The mic's on. I'm like, oh, okay. So we're running in, literally walking backstage. I see Charlamagne, I see DJ Envy, you know what I'm saying, Angela Yee, and then I see Rakim. He's chilling, see the thing about Rakim, he's so cool. He's so laid back, with the bass voice. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's funny, right? So chilling backstage, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And my executive producer is like, yo, Rakim, can we get an interview? Yeah, no doubt, baby, come on. So I do it real quick. Yeah. And then we do that, we're about to do the interview. And the funny thing is I had mad questions in my head. The producer said action, I went blank.
Yes.
I lost all the questions I had, freestyle, and people say that's one of my interviews. I think it's because of I can't respect, not to downplay myself, but I had mad questions. I had talked about his everything. But I just went, I don't know, I'm so excited, I guess I just, but I made it look good because,
Right, because you're back.
I'm sure. You know what I mean? It's pretty obvious. But yeah, Code 31. Rakim was a wild moment. I had a chance to talk to him for 3 minutes, 4 minutes. I think.
Yeah, I had a SOB.
Yeah.
Shout out to Shampoo from YBS. I got 2 minutes with that.
Word.
That's all it takes is 2 minutes.
Give me 2 or 3.
You don't need much time
Yeah.
with these legends. You know what I mean? Because I've seen other media and they take it forever.
Right.
Get through the interviews, and it's just like
Crazy.
Dude, no, it doesn't take that long.
2-3 minutes.
For you to make an impact
Yeah.
with the legends.
Right.
So kind of cut it down to, it's that's what I need to interview these people. Like have consideration.
Right. No, Rakim person. He's just a dope individual.
So that was your number one. Do you
Yeah.
have any others?
I mean,
it's been a 20-year.
What else? I covered the first Rock the Bells festival.
Okay.
So that was dope.
Who did you see there?
Oh man, Large Professor. I met the I don't use the proper term. He's one of the people that work with on LL's team for Rock the Bells.
Okay.
I forget the term. I'm not gonna say the term wrong.
So you're gonna be there this year then?
I would hope so. Yeah.
I would love to be there this year, guys. Somebody put the word in for CODE31 Media Magazine.
Right.
I'll cover the whole event and put it in the magazine.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm changing the magazine game.
Changing the game.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, I had so many, but I would have to get back to you because that's
Okay.
20 years, yo.
Yeah, 20 years.
I mean, okay. So when it comes to my sound engineering career, I had a chance to mix vocals for Sean Price.
Nice.
Rest in peace, Sean Price.
Yes.
I had a chance to mix vocals for Raekwon.
Okay.
Raekwon, the chef, excuse me.
Yes.
Keith Murray. So, I did a couple things, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
A little something.
So what we working on now?
I mean, right now, as I told you, man, I kind of fall back a little bit to kind of take a step back, to take a step forward. I'm literally stacking my chips up and buying equipment and stacking up on cameras equipment so my quality could go up. I literally just bought some MacBooks. I'm good on that because that's the brain. No computer, no brain. You can't do nothing without computers, respectfully. It's 2023, y'all. Get with it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but what about the person that can't afford the MacBook or get the programs? Like, are there any apps that they can start just to practice and get a little bit better?
I mean, there is, but you gotta stack your money up. Unfortunately, this is an expensive business. It's like golf.
Yeah.
Okay, camera lenses are expensive.
Yes.
Computers are expensive. Camera bodies are expensive. Like just to record.
Okay, so what advice would you give somebody that wants to start making money? Like you said, you have to make money in this industry, but a lot of times these events they don't want to pay. They just want you to cover their events. So what kind of technique or advice you could give somebody to make money to get the equipment that they need?
Build the rep first. You're gonna have to sacrifice time. You know what? Okay. Build the rep because you put hours in. You can't just be out here asking for $10 million and you ain't do nothing. Respectfully, people gonna look at you like, who are you? Like, not even if you have followers or not. Like if your name doesn't at least buzz with people, like, people gonna look at you like, why am I paying you? Like, what's the point? What's the point? Out here, you know what I'm saying? People, when you apply for somebody. Job, they're gonna ask questions, but they're gonna go around and ask, what has he done? What has she done? You good with this? You good with that? And how that goes, you get hired every day. But my advice is put the hours in. You want to make money? It's not gonna happen overnight. It's gonna take time. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come to recruit from what you put in, especially the hours. And sometimes it depends on the opportunity too. Sometimes the opportunity weighs more than getting money.
Yes.
It's not always about money.
It's really not.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I've done a whole lot.
And I still to this day would do free work.
Right.
It just depends on if it makes sense. Don't get twisted. We have bills to pay. We have to, we have to do things.
Yes.
If that's the case, respectfully, don't quit your day job.
Listen, because workers' comp sees me with the magazines and the interviews and everything, I'm getting a whole lot of bread. I'm not getting nothing. No, I'm not getting no money out of this, but I'm getting like the respect and you know the I'm building a reputation up, but there's no money there right now. So I have to back up off workers' comp.
But it's coming though. It's
coming. It's coming.
And also like, a big thing. I'm a spiritual, but like manifestation.
Yes.
Speaking.
I've been manifesting everything. Like I said, I just interviewed the mayor of New York, Senator Cordell, you know what I'm saying, Eric Adams, Jumaane Williams. Shout out to all of them. You know, I'm going into the political world now because the knuckleheads don't really travel to that side.
Yeah.
So you have to put in your own lane of doing stuff outside of what everybody else is doing.
Absolutely.
So I'm working on manifesting my mayor media license, certificate or badge or whatever.
Yeah.
Once I get that, it's really gonna change things.
Yeah.
You have that yet?
I don't. And I'm not saying I don't need it, but you know, like I said, I'm at a point where I'm kind of like I said, I fell back a little bit to take a step forward. Right. And I'm probably gonna get that sooner or later. At the moment, like
all we need is like 6 political events.
Okay, well, I mean,
I got 5.
Okay. Oh, so you all set?
I'm waiting for them to approve that last one.
Okay.
Okay, you ain't come and get your license.
Catch CODE31.
We
CODE31 catch CODE31 at your next political event.
Yeah.
Stop playing.
Yes. I already did over 6 political ones. So we're just waiting for them to approve me and we moving forward, man. And shout out to Alonzo. That's my cameraman. He's been pushing for me to get this media license.
Respect the shooter.
Yes.
Respect the shooter.
And he's been there pretty much for all our biggest moments, from KRS-One, you know, to T.I., to Rakim. He's been there for all those moments. Actually, he wasn't there for that Joe because he was working with somebody else that day.
Okay. No,
because he gave me Owlman. Owlman is amazing.
Okay. Owlman, that's my dog.
Owlman is listen, my camera team, my cameramen are amazing.
Yo.
And you're part of that team.
Yo, I was in the beginning.
Yes.
When we did the Bronx event, we Eric Sherman.
Yes.
That was dope.
Yes. Eric Sherman, that was amazing. So,
absolutely.
Shout out to the cover the 9/11 celebrity guy with Soho Johnny.
Yeah.
And that event I interviewed Mario Van Peebles, Randy Edelman, so many people, rock stars. The young man from the Village People.
Oh wow.
Yes. And the young man from Anthrax, the drummer. So it was just so many amazing people.
We hit up, man. Y'all better stop. Make sure y'all tap in. You know what I mean? We here at Street Media. Make sure y'all go to the YouTube.
Yes, go to the YouTube.
Make sure you tap into CODE31 Media.
Yes.
Follow her. Follow the magazine.
Yes.
You know, tap into the YouTube, Instagram. Make sure you follow me too, your man, Big Van. VEWG _. And Music Money Videos, of course, that's the brand.
Yes.
Shout out
so what's going on with that? Music
Money Videos. We're slowly but surely rebranding. You know, we're out here doing like behind the scenes stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We're tapping into a lot of behind the scenes.
Sheen Magazine.
Sheen Magazine. So, you know what I'm saying? Sheen Magazine.
Mm-hmm.
I had a chance to do. It's reminded me. Cisco for Cisco. Ja Rule. Mino, Hoops.
So how was it interviewing them?
Dope. Cisco loved my energy. That was cool. Then after the first thing he said, I love your energy. He said that. You know, I love the energy to it.
Is this somebody that you have interviewed that you was like had them like up here and then you interviewed them and they just showed you another side? You was just like, dang, like.
I haven't had any bad experiences. I'll tell you that. I would say no because I'm sure there was one. But I've had so many good good interviews that I can't even think of that. Like, I don't think negatively.
Like, yeah, I haven't had any negative experiences. Like I said, I had to put KRS on a couple guys because he made me feel so comfortable and I was so nervous. It was my first interview ever 5 years ago. He was so cool. He gave me like a 10-minute interview. And then I saw him again at the Borough concert. And he gave me another interview. But it was funny. No, I didn't have the magazine.
Oh, okay.
This is my new baby.
Gotcha.
But I remember in the first interview, he was like, he had a flip phone. He said, I don't go anywhere than the flip phone. So when I saw him the second time at the Borough concerts, everybody was interviewing him.
Yeah.
So I said, do you still have the same flip phone? He was like, no. I said, oh, so you upgraded to it? He said, no. I upgraded to another flip phone. No further than the flip phone. I go, well, let me see you got the phone. And he pulled the phone out, and my photographer caught that moment. And this is actually the moment right here, right before he pulled the phone up. So that was classic. And then, like I said, I got to meet him a few weeks ago, and I gave him the magazine. So. And also T.I., you know, when he became a comedian at Barclays.
You only when I interviewed him.
No, I was the first one to interview him when he
Okay.
came off stage.
Okay.
But initially it was like no access to him, little Kim, and I'm like, but then why are we here? Why are they not letting us have access? I never understood that. Why would you come perform somewhere and then you don't want to give people access to interviews?
What you did, you challenged it. You didn't say, oh, okay, fine, no problem.
No, I didn't challenge it. What happened is he got booed. So shout out to him for being, you know, a man. Because somebody else would be like, hell no, I got booed.
The worst way, right?
He supposed to interview person. He was like, you could go first. Just got into it with a comedian and everything. And now you're getting booed. So I'm like, what do I say? So I was
the
like,
first one catching the fire.
yeah. And listen, I'm not messy. I will never bring up nothing like that.
Yeah, the same.
The first thing I said to him was what's next to T.I. And then I allowed him to talk about
To tell his story.
Yes.
Yeah,
So that's the thing for me. I'm not a messy person when it comes to media or outside of media.
The same way. I
I don't understand why pay you a room that nobody else is going to want to interview with you.
Right. I mean, I love him.
No. So,
Respectfully.
yeah, so like I said, when it comes to doing media and stuff like that, what keeps the fires burning for you after 20 years?
I mean, just the love, the love to do it. You know, I love the craft. You know what I'm saying? I do research. You know what I'm saying? When I have to sit down, like when I sit down with somebody, like I research them. You know what I'm saying? Like I make sure, like I bring up points that I would hope that another would bring up. Kind of like you and Chris with the flip phone.
Yeah.
No one else knew that, but so that was already your left.
Yes.
Your left. You got that, right? Yes. So, you know, it's just the craft. I always like studying somebody's story. I like to get the story out to people, and I like to create inspiration. So when people are watching, it's like, oh wow, they did this. They overcame some tribulations to become this. Especially our legends, right?
Yes.
You know, our legends have gotten to the point by overcoming a lot of obstacles.
Yeah.
You know, so and her, you interviewing and me interviewing, you know, so many OGs in this game.
Yeah.
You know, so
it was weird because before Versus came out, I had talked to Eric Sermon about that. I said, you know, the legends are not getting the flowers, and I really wanted to do something on the legends. This was even before the magazine came.
Right.
He was like, you need to work on that. And then I seen him a couple of years later, and I said, you remember that talk? And he said, absolutely. I remember what you said about giving us a flower. Then it came out with the Verses.
oh wow, really?
Now everybody's into the legends and stuff.
Oh, well,
But they wasn't checking for them back then.
no, they wasn't.
So I'm always like a few years ahead with my ideas and stuff. But when you don't have the backing or the financial, situations, it's kind of hard to.
Yeah, and you didn't know what you were really. I mean, you knew what you were saying, but you didn't know the impact of what could be.
Right.
So you were just talking to him.
Right.
So you were just on just on some kind of shit. And you, it's all good.
And like I said, when I wrote for other magazines, my only vision for my magazine was just one magazine, issue of the magazine, all my biggest accomplishments. But then, like I said, shout out to Jerry Fontillo for Fontillo Photos. He was like, nope.
Jerry. Oh,
He was like, nope, we're gonna create your own magazine. We're gonna put you on the cover with everybody. Like,
that's
oh,
bro.
you know,
That's
you'll
right.
be on every cover.
Yeah, right.
And, you know, and then I said, you know, I wanted to do the TikTok edition so I could, you know, showcase social media influencers as well. So now we're working on part 2. But shout out to these young ladies that are featured on the magazine. So
That's
you
what's up.
say you're taking a break to,
Well, I mean, not a break. I'm just, you know, I'm kind of being a little bit choosy.
okay,
You know what I mean? If someone hits me up and, you know, like, I'm anything for you.
That's
You know
right.
that, but, you know, it just has to make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm not getting paid,
right,
if you're not taking care of my travel,
right,
like, it really has to make sense for me to come out.
right,
You know what I mean? Like, you're taking me away from, because I'm from Rockland County.
right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
went,
So,
I went to school up there.
Right.
I went to college.
There you
I
go.
was very New York.
you know what I'm saying?
I used to live in Yonkers. Come on now.
Shout out
I
to
know
the
about Westchester County.
man, you're black.
That's it.
But yeah, I'm coming from over the Tappan Bridge. So, you know, like, I'll come out, but like I said, it has to make sense for me to come out.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, it just has to make sense. But not necessarily taking a break, I'm just being a little bit choosy because, you know, things are a little bit different.
Right.
You know, I'm stacking my chips up. Also,
Yes.
I got my queen.
Yes.
So,
He's in love now, guys. He's off the market.
off the market. Off the market.
Ah,
Shout out to my queen.
yes, yes.
And so, you know, that's the thing.
Definitely
A
is.
blessing. She's a blessing. She's
Yeah.
a blessing. You know what I mean? So, if you're taking me away from her, if you're taking me away from being home editing, or
Mhm.
if you're having me come out,
Right.
it has to make sense.
Right.
Period.
Now, like I said, with the editing, because I do my own editing and stuff, but I
Yes,
use
you
like
do.
an InShot and I use Canva and stuff like
you need
that.
a whole bunch of things.
I mean, I gotta
You
do
gotta get
what
it
I
done.
have. I have to get it done. But like I said, Jerry is like my godfather, so to speak. Like he calls me every morning and he's like, oh, D, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Man, forget, he's like, you should love the haters. I would love for somebody to be hating on me every day. your numbers is going up on the magazine, and every time she make a video or something, your numbers is going up. So let's keep it going.
That's right.
You know, and he's like, D, you have so much content. Just keep putting out content in your magazine.
People gonna respect it.
But I also have a real life. I'm a caregiver to my parents. I just had surgery. You know, I still have injuries and stuff. So it's crazy, but you know, I love doing the media. I love doing media, and it's like my mental peace.
Yeah.
It's not about money.
Yeah, it's
You know,
not.
it's about the peace that it brings me.
Just getting people's stories out. You know?
Getting people's stories out. That's why I did the TikTok edition, guys, to get people's story out.
Right.
Not to market off people's pain.
Right.
Just to give them a magazine outlet, an opportunity to show their story, to show their family and friends
Right.
that no matter what we've been through,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, we overcame it, and now I can tell my story in a magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do with my magazine, and also for the events. There's plenty of magazines out here, but they are not coming to cover your event and put the whole event in the magazine. They're gonna probably do it now because they see me doing it, but you still not me. It's Coach D. It's pretty obvious.
It's CODE31.
You already know. So, where can they reach you?
Yeah. VEG_. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Big Veg. You know, we here. You know? All right. Matt, tell us we got 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Copy that. Big Veg _. On Instagram. You can just Google me, honestly. I've been in this game for a long time, so you can just Google me. I'm not even trying to sound cocky. Like you put Big Veg in, you're gonna see a whole bunch of joints come up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know,
And we gotta get you the magazine as
I would
well.
love that. I would love that.
And you know what I'm saying? And we gotta be the dynamic duo like we was back in the day.
I know. It's just, you know, we've been busy, but it's not like you left me, I left you. It's just we've been on our own separate paths, and we've been doing our own thing. But definitely, you know,
now we gotta bring it back like Voltron.
Coach D, whenever you reach out to me, whenever I can, you know, I'm here for you.
Right.
And it's genuine.
Today. Yes.
You know, I got you.
Yes. I got
and you know, you got me.
Yes.
And it's all genuine. You know, it's all.
Like I said, you bring people over here to the podcast, and we can do write-ups in the magazine.
I got you.
And let's do it. Let's do it. He said we got 10 more minutes, so
Plug, 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 plug,
We're
plug.
gonna plug these magazines, all right? Especially the TikTok edition, guys. We got 21 TikTokers that we are featured in the magazine. Shout out to Nikki, My Life, My Reality. Shout out to Hot Gritty, who is also a sponsor of the magazine and the podcast. And we got so many people in here from Big Baby Scotty. You know what I'm saying? We got Trinity. We got Stephanie. Shout out to Stephanie. She just launched her mental health awareness show on TikTok
Dope,
Monday nights at 6 p.m.
Shout out to
You
Tiff.
know what I mean?
Tiffany P.
Stephanie.
Stephanie. I said Tiffany.
Yes,
Check.
yes. Shout out to Stephanie. So she's doing great. I had encouraged her a year ago to do her mental health show on it. We got Blue. She was born with a detachment of her brain. They didn't think that she was going to live a normal life. And now she's on TikTok. That's another one that I encourage. And now she goes live and she dances and she's like my adopted niece. We got Trinette Miller. We got Boss. She had heart surgeries and a bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? We got King, who is the son of Hot Granny. He's the youngest one in my magazine. We got Mish. We got Queen Gemini.
Yeah.
So and they have amazing stories. I got the anti-stop bullying. You know what I mean? Stop online bullying. You know what I mean? We got
We need more of that. We need more of that. Yeah.
We got the First Real Diva one. We got Lisa. We got Miss Pooh. She lost 2 kids to fentanyl in a 4-month span.
Ouch.
You know what I mean? So it's crazy. So she's on there. She has her clothing line. One more kids. Then like I said, we got Nikki, the feature. She has a 2-page spread in the magazine. We got David Pate. He has Down syndrome. He has over 400,000 followers on TikTok. So we got Jay. He's psychic reading. She got you. We got I Got Love is a Thing clothing line by Hot Gritty, and she has On the Grind magazine now. We got Boston Beauty. We got another advertisement from Rasta and the Cowboy. You know what I mean? We got JC coming all the way from Germany. We got Toya. You know what I mean? And her story. And then we got Hot Granny. Let me tell you something real quick about Hot Granny. She was born out of RAPE. Then then she married a young man that was a pastor in church. She thought her life would change. She went through a 15-year violence situation. She got out of that. She got divorced. She's remarried now. She has her own cleaning business. And like I said, she came in. She persevered. But she also wants to be. So I'm gonna have a storefront soon. I'm gonna have a new house. Yeah. Okay. Storefront, and it's gonna have everything from like say you do TikTok or Reels. I'm gonna have a section in the store where you can make your own video. Remember, I don't know if you remember the Coliseum Mall on Jamaica Avenue. We used to do dance videos with the VHS tape.
Yeah.
I want to bring that back, but with you know to where you can do your Reels. Keep that to yourself. Listen, I don't care what people listen. They are not gonna accept it in the way that I am. So you can, you know where you got it from if you do.
I'm just saying, right. Okay, no doubt.
That's what I want. I want to also do like I want to have like silk screen and heat press and direct print. I want it to be a one-stop shop when you come to store.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And we could do interviews and stuff in there as well. And then feature in the magazine. I want it to be a one-stop shop.
Wow. Okay.
When I do the storefront, so
It's gonna happen.
yeah, it's definitely gonna happen. And like I said, I'm appreciative of everybody that supports CODE31 Media Magazine.
Yeah.
Y'all go get that. Chuck D, shout out to him. Shout out to Red Band. Especially Chuck D, he's working on his own magazine. He asked me to help him with it. So hopefully we can reconnect for that. And just shout out to the Mayor Eric Adams.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Senator Cordell Clear for inauguration. Shout out to Jamani Williams. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to KRS-One again. I got to see him and Curtis Blow and Melly Mel and Big Daddy Kane.
Oh, jeez.
Red Alert. I got a quick Red Alert story for you guys. I met him over 20 years ago at Houlihan. I took my mother out for her birthday. It was me, my mom, and my sister. That was the first time I met Red. Then when I got into the media thing, I interviewed him and MC Shan.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
That's what we
I shot that one.
Yes.
Yeah, that whole night.
Yes.
That was me.
Yes.
Yeah, Red Band.
Van Silk.
Yeah, Van Silk. Shout out to
Yeah.
Van Silk. Yes.
Yes, that was another one.
Yeah.
So it's like crazy that everything was like new city. So shout out to Red Alert. I gotta actually put that story. in my magazine. So it's like, it's a very small world. You never know who you may meet in the industry, outside of the industry. A lot of people knew me before media, so those relationships help me a lot now that I'm in the media, because now I run into those people. Shout out to AD the General who passed away.
Oh my God,
Elegant Goodness, that's
I
where I
never-
got my start.
I never met her, but I heard so many, once again, I heard so
Yeah,
many good
shout out
stories
to
about her.
Fifi. Special just passed away, you know what I mean? So, you know, that was my NAB sister.
Rare Royalty.
Rare Royalty
Right.
magazine. Shout out to my sister from Rare Royalty. I used to write for her.
Mhm.
I used to write for Seti from Human Kids magazine. And I actually still wrote some stuff for Human Kids magazine, but like I said,
Right.
we got to build one up, another up, not tear each other down.
Right.
And you can find me at CODE31 Media Interviews on YouTube, CODE31 Media on IG, CODE31 Mag on IG. I'm on TikTok, CODE31 Media. And if you want to email me, CODE31media@gmail.com. This has been an amazing gmail.com. This has been an amazing show, guys.
Hold on, one last thing.
Uh-huh.
Music Money Videos
Yes.
_ on Instagram.
Yes.
Musicvideos.com. Artists, if you're looking to get your stuff out there, submit your videos. Put you guys on.
Yes.
You guys need interviews, hit us up, hit me up. Let's
Yes.
make it happen. Let's do what it do.
Let's do what it do. Listen, and if y'all want to be an official sponsor of the magazine, of the podcast, if any clothing lines would like to sponsor me for my shows, hit me up at CODE31media@gmail.com.
Shout out to
And shout out to Boo for being an official sponsor tonight. It's Coach D and it's CODE31. Another one in the books, S.STREET Media, CODE31.
Cheers!
Something
I'm
serious
serious.
with books. It's Coach D and it's CODE31. Thank you, guys.
Ain't nobody
It's
stopping the code.
CODE31.
Ain't nobody stopping the code.
Not at all. It's pretty obvious. Let's get it.
Pretty out. That's cool, man.
We're good?
Keep focused. Go ahead. When you talk to somebody and they don't talk back, they